And we're live.
All right, welcome everybody to your first tribal council as the Siaso tribe. You have all made merge, and this is the 7th tribal council of the game. Congratulations. Tyler, we will start with you first. Having missed out on the merge feast, are there any worries about what went on when you weren't at camp for the beginning phase of the merge?
I don't know. I said it as soon as I came back, what happened. But obviously, I was, if it was someone else, I wouldn't believe them if they said what I said. So I don't know if they're going to believe me. See if that comes into account, but obviously no one's going to say it to my face. We'll see.
Okay. Ian is not here.
I'll send him his question in his professional chat.
Yeah, I think he answered. His question was, considering this is only your second tribal council of the game, do you think this is an advantage or disadvantage with the fact that you haven't had to vote out as many people as a lot of others so far in the game? And I believe, if I'm mistaken, he answered, he did. Ian said, honestly, I believe the amount of tribal councils I have been to at this point doesn't matter. We are all going every round now. We have all experienced it, and everyone here has done something to keep themselves alive. To answer your question, if anything would consider it a disadvantage as tight bonds could be forged over tribal council experiences. And that is what Ian said. Next, it goes to Brandon, who is also not here. I said, congratulations on winning immunity. How do you think winning the first immunity of the merge plays into how you can be perceived? And Brandon said, well, I hope to God people don't see me like an immunity threat. This was pretty much a crapshoot of a challenge, and I got lucky, I guess. I think we're all good at our own different things, but God, I'm glad I won this thing. No paranoia is good for the soul. Now, Kai, who's also not here, jeez. Kai, with the idol search suspended for the time being and the merge, is there talk of what could be going on with idols in the game? Do you think they have come into play at all in discussions of tonight's vote? I said, well, we've had plenty of time to search for idols, so they've got to be out there somewhere. And with that being said, there is always the threat of them being played. They will definitely have been discussed at some point, as this is the merge booth. It's a very crucial time in the game that could determine the rest of all of our game. Next, for someone who is actually here, Andreas. Seeing as you've attended the most tribal councils pre-merge, do tribals fear you anymore at this point in the game, or is it still the same old jitters at this game?
I didn't really answer you there. Could you repeat, please?
Seeing as you've attended the most tribal councils pre-merge, do tribals fear you anymore at this point in the game, or is it still the same old jitters?
Oh, they still scare me, man. It's just such a weird experience. So, like, having to go there again and again, being like there, like you're prepared, but don't know if like others prepared against you. It's just there. But I mean, I'm feeling kind of okay so today. So yeah, not as much, I guess, but a bit.
All right, thank you. The next question was for David, and David is not here. So I am sending David his question now, and if he gets back to me,
just wear that. Too small.
Allie, with lots of players having been to Eden's Oasis so far this game, and you being one of them, do you think that it's going to play an effect in who is targeted and who is being overlooked for the time being?
I didn't think so, no. When I went to Eden's, I made it really clear that I rejected it, so.
Okay. Thank you. Devin, now that you're finally matched up with everyone in the game, how does the game change with balancing pre-existing relationships from pre-merge and new ones? Devin? I think he's on mute.
Hello?
I hear you now.
Okay. Can you read the question again, please?
Now that you're finally matched up with everyone in the game, how does the game change with balancing pre-existing relationships from pre-merge and new ones that you just made over the past 2 days?
I mean, it's definitely it's different. I mean, because now we're all together. Some of us have been on the same tribe the whole time. Some of us have been split up, and some of us have never even been on the same tribes. So following who's been with who and who's made what connections, I mean, is definitely something to look at. I don't know how important it's going to be going forward, where everybody's definitely out to win it for themselves. But you have to manage those connections that you've made, and hopefully you fall on the right side of the numbers.
Okay, thank you. We asked Amanda, you have attended 3 tribal councils pre-merge, and at all of those tribals, it was a unanimous vote. But you always got the one vote at the butt end of the person being evicted. Does this concern you in your game heading to the merge, or do you think it was just a coincidence that your name has been written down at 3 separate tribals? And Amanda said, no, I am not worried. It just shows that at the tribals, the person that was evicted was the right person to go, as the rest of us were united, and obviously people didn't like the fact that I was united with other people. We will see how tonight goes. If I get the votes, then I will be worried. LOL. Next goes to Charlotte. With all of you being rookies and some of you coming from different communities and some of you legitimately never playing a game online before, how do you come into this type of setting with a group of 12 people all having different ideas and most of you hearing nothing about each other before the game with the exception of what's happened inside the game? I don't even know. Is Charlotte here?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, I was muted. I didn't realize it.
That's okay.
I think to a certain extent, it's almost better if you don't know a whole lot about who you're playing with before you play, because then you can really take into account how they're playing in this game moving forward. That would kind of be the way I would look at it, more so than looking to see how people played before. I want to see how they're going to play moving forward.
Cool, yeah. Thank you. And now, Zach, has there been any discussion about idols in the game so far and the fact that a lot of people have been searching, but so far we haven't seen one show up at Tribal Council?
Well, there's obviously been a little discussion just because there were 3 tribes and no idols have been played, so there was speculation on perhaps someone got voted out with it, or do people have it? So that's something that factors into how the night might play out.
Okay, and finally, JG, what is your perspective on how things are going to go moving forward after the vote tonight?
I think it's going to start to paint a picture of where things are. It's going to start to start to set the stage for how the rest of this game is going to go. Because right now it's all a big hot mess. Everyone's trying to make sure that they're not the first one voted out at merge. And so I think it's just going to start to lay the footwork for the show that's about to happen and the craziness and the messiness that's to follow.
Awesome. Thank you. And with that, that is all of the questions for tonight's tribal. David did not get back to us, so we will be skipping his question. If you have not submitted your votes to your host chats, please do so. You have 10 seconds.
And as always, Tribal Council is an open forum. If anybody has anything they would like to add to the discussion tonight, now would be the time to do so.
Good luck. You wouldn't vote out Mayor. You just wouldn't.
I mean, I wrote Mia's name down.
That's really rude.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
5, 4.
3, 2, 1. Okay, I will tally the votes.
All right, so while Johnny is tallying the votes, I'll keep you fools entertained. You guys checked out the Triple H cast? Heroes versus healers versus wrestlers. What do we think?
What are you talking about?
I really like Alan.
Oh, me too. He's in my top 5.
I mean, I want to see how Rourke does before I form an opinion of her. You know?
I'm not sure. I have Chrissy really high.
Yeah. I haven't watched all the videos yet. Just a couple of the Hollywood Reporter interviews. Simone's not winning. Get out of here, Zach. Now, did you see that stuff that Chrissy's bio got changed?
Yes.
That's crazy.
It said Jenna M and they changed your favorite to be Ty.
Yeah. So I don't know, some people are like, oh, she's probably gonna get like an Uber mom edit now.
God.
Ridiculous. Since Johnny cannot dispute me at the moment, I'm far and away the favorite host, correct?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll take
You
it.
know how I stand, Mitchell.
You're probably like my fourth favorite.
False, false, false. Shut the fuck up. That's so false, you fucking...
Dang.
I'm just kidding. You should love all your parents equally, but especially me.
Especially Mitchell.
I don't know. Dana's the one that's is there most times, so I'm just saying.
What do you mean? How many tribal councils? How many tribals has Dana been to?
How many have I been to? So I mean,
two.
Dana was there. Dana was there the one. Dana was there the one.
Who's been here every freaking time? This motherfucker.
Come at me, Mitchell.
Also, Siaso.
Actually, please don't, because it's actually really scary. It's actually really scary when you do, so please don't.
Siaso is the merged. Wait, what do you mean really scary? When have I ever been scary?
Mitchell scares me too.
Thanks.
You
Thanks,
intimidated by my
I'm not alone in
boyish
this
charm?
Help.
I can't believe y'all really chose Siaso as a merged tribe name.
It has a nice ring to it. I don't know what you're talking about.
In their defense,
Miss Debbie Bloomer.
my first merge here, it was named Musco. It stood for Cusco with an M in front for America.
Oh wow, I just threw up.
Okay. Yikes. Okay. I have the... When I reveal the votes, the decision is final. Person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. If
Shaking.
anyone has a hidden immunity idol and you would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I will read the votes. First vote, Andreas. I realized they were all backwards. Oh, actually, okay, I could do that. Second vote, Devin. 1 vote, Andreas, 1 vote, Devin. Third vote, Andreas. Fourth vote, Devin. That's 2 votes, Devin, 2 votes, Andreas. Fifth vote, Andreas. Sixth vote, Devin. 3 votes, Devin, 3 votes, Andreas. Seventh vote, Devin. 4 votes, Devin, 3 votes, Andreas. Eighth vote, Andreas. It's 4 Andreas, 4 Devin. We are tied 4-4. 4 votes left. Ninth vote, Andreas. 10th vote, Andreas. 11th vote, and the 7th person voted out of Tumblr Survivor, Kuang Si. Andreas. Andreas, thank you for playing. We loved having you here. If you have any final thoughts, you can give them. Otherwise, you will be kicked.
No hard feelings. It's all fine. See y'all.
Bye.
Enjoy the game.
Bye, Andreas.
Good job, Andreas.
Andreas, the tribe has spoken. Mitchell, you may kick him. There we go. Okay.
That was a close